words. Ambitious, loving, grateful. Yeah, of course.
What made you want to be an actor and who inspires you?
Well, my uncle was an actor in like the 80s. He was from Arkansas and he moved to LA and he did it for about, I don't know, maybe 5-10 years, somewhere in there. And my family was always talking about, hey, Dane's gonna be on, whatever tonight. And we'd all sit around and we'd watch it. And the whole family would just be so excited. And I remember thinking, I want to do that. Like, I want to go and be on TV shows, and I thought, man, someday it'll work out. And then when I moved to Nashville, I became really, really close with somebody who was from LA, and she was like, we're all gonna go like take a trip to LA. Do you want to come? And I was like, yeah, I'd love to. And so I went to LA, and opportunities just started opening up. I met my manager basically at like lunch, and he said, yeah, I'll start sending you out on stuff. And I was auditioning, and then I got Riverdale. And yeah, I wasn't necessarily, I remember thinking as a kid I would love to do that, but I wasn't, this is the only thing I want to do. I wanted to do music, and still do. I love music so much, it's my therapy. But I've loved this acting thing too, it's been really fun. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
What's the weirdest question you've ever been asked?
By anyone ever?
Yes.
Oh boy, I don't think I can say. The weirdest question I've ever been asked? That's tough. What's the weirdest question you've ever been asked? Weirdest question. There's a lot. Have you ever been to Los Angeles? There's some weird people there.
There's some in Corpus Christi too.
Yeah, I've been asked some real strange things. Some stuff it doesn't make any sense. And you just go, what? And that's it, yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's some strange people out there.
I think I got one for your question.
Yeah.
How do you neuter a female cat?
That's what someone asked you? They should be locked up.
From a pet owner.
Wow. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know what a weird question is. It's hard to make me feel like anything's weird. I don't know, I'm pretty laid back. I usually just laugh at things. Yeah. Yeah, of course.
How long have you been doing acting, and what was your first commercial or TV show?
My mother put me in theater at a very young age. I was a little kid. I was in ensemble thing. She put me in dance classes. I was doing tap, jazz, ballet, hip hop when I was 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think it was 4 to 10. And then I was just in the local theater in my town. The colleges would put on plays, and I was just always around it. My mom was very pivotal in making that happen. She was always wanting to dress me up and put on a show. So it's all and it feels like my whole life, honestly. I've just been performing. So yeah.
And what was your first TV show or?
Oh yeah, my first commercial. I did some things in Arkansas, some small little commercials here and there. my first thing in LA, I played a very small part on an episode of Lethal Weapon, and that was my first thing to come out. The first thing I shot ever was the little part in this movie called Fun Mom Dinner, and it was, I think it took like a year to come out, like after we shot, but that was my first thing that I ever got. Yeah. Hello?
Hi, what is your favorite instrument and why?
To play guitar. It's what I've played my whole life, so I'm very comfortable on it. I don't even have to think, really, when I play it. It's just there. It's like a language that I've had my entire life. But I love the saxophone. My God, that instrument sounds so cool. Or the harp. Like, it's so beautiful. But I can't play those. But I think they're amazing. Yeah.
Thank you.
Of course.
Hello.
Hello.
So, since someone was mentioning about the craziest fan question you got, what is the craziest fan experience you've had?
There's some pretty crazy ones in Vancouver, because we shoot there, so we're just there a lot, and people know that we shoot there. Probably the craziest, though, would be Disneyland is a nightmare. I love Disneyland so much, but it's just it's a strange fantasy land that, like, people will be like screaming like bloody murder, and then you're like, like, what's going on? Why? And then the thing is like, some people, when people are screaming like that, like so just over the edge, just excited, then other people who don't even know, like don't watch the show or know who anyone is, then they start it becomes like you can't do anything. Then it's just, so sometimes we go, like the cast will go in like cognito, like really, really, really like, we've worn fake mustaches before, which is the best, because then it like comes off and it's just ridiculous, but honestly though, I've never had a situation where I've been like bothered by anything at all. Like, it's chaos sometimes, but it's beautiful chaos. It's not a big deal. It's lovely. So, yeah. I've never had a bad fan experience at all. Not one, ever.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Hi.
Hi.
I was just wondering, since you said that you really like music, what's your favorite genre of music?
My genre changes so much. Recently, I have been sort of bouncing around, but listening to more things from my roots, from my childhood. I used to have a roommate who, it was always our goal to like impress somebody with the newest song that we found, or to impress each other with like, hey, look at this one that I just found, and we're always searching for something new. And recently I just took a step back from that and just started listening to some of the things that I had grown up with, or that I had been around, that my parents listened to. I've listened to a lot of what my parents listened to recently, because then I can ask them like what they loved about it. Where were they when this came out? What were they doing? What was it like? Did they see them live? Like, it's opened up a whole new conversation with my family that I've really enjoyed. But I love all kinds of music, I really do. I think I just like good music. Like, it doesn't have to be a specific genre at all. I love blues, I love hip hop, I love R&B, I love country, I love rock, I love singer-songwriter, acoustic, whatever it is. As long as it resonates with me and makes me feel, then I like it. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
I have two questions.
Yes.
Who's your favorite person, like, to work with, like, while y'all are filming, while y'all are waiting to film?
Mm-hmm.
And then the second one is, when Jughead knocks you out at the end, did he really hit you, or is it just all, not like Alice?
Again, I don't know what it is with these people on this show, but on one of those takes, he hit me very hard. He's one of my dearest friends, but I almost hit him back. And you idiot.
Maybe he's saving it.
I do really like shooting with Cole, though. We have a very similar sense of humor, so us shooting is a really good time. And I really like shooting with Lily as well. All the Coopers were great. Tiara, Lachlan, Machen, everybody. I loved being in that house. It was a very specific thing. And
Yeah, thank you.
yeah, of course.
What's your favorite band?
My favorite band? Nirvana or AC/DC. Do you know either of those bands? You know AC/DC? It's probably my favorite band. What's your favorite band?
I don't listen to bands.
What is it?
I don't listen to bands.
You don't listen to bands? Who do you listen to?
I don't know, just people.
Just people. Alright.
Do you watch the show?
Of course. I didn't see, actually, there was a weird gap. When I got the audition, I heard on a Thursday that I would have the audition on a Monday, and the first season had already come out, so I watched the entire first season that weekend and picked up on the tone of the show. But then when I came into the show, I came in on episode 10, so there were 9 episodes that weren't out, and I had no idea what was going on. So then I sort of had to be updated on them and told about them, but then I just started shooting mine. So episodes 1 through 9 of season 2, I actually haven't seen. Because it was like a weird, by the time they all came out, I'd already shot mine, and I didn't feel like I needed to see them, but I should maybe see them? I don't know. I feel like it's so far back now that it was like, there's so much more that's happened. And I saw most of the episodes of season 3. Yeah.
Thank you.
Of course.
What's your opinion on the Blossom family?
They're nuts. I love shooting with Nat. She's amazing. She's really great. Miss Blossom. Penelope's insane, but Nat, the lady who portrays Penelope, is incredible and super, super, super talented, and just the sweetest, and has the best accent. It's so great. It's lovely. And I also love Madeline a lot. She's amazing. I think she's very, very, very talented. But the Blossoms themselves are far more dysfunctional than the Coopers, and we take all the bad, I can't even say we, they take all the bad rap. But I think they're nuts. Yeah, of course.
Hi, Hart. Were you at all intimidated with working with Lachlan Monroe because of his strikingly good looks and his amazing acting abilities?
This guy is atrocious.
Like, what was that like for you, walking on set and having to do scenes with Hal
Having
Cooper?
to do scenes with Lachlan,
I heard he's a real
it's hard to focus.
Yes.
His aura is just so captivating.
That's what I heard.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tough, and most of the lines I would have to feed to him. He would always come to set not knowing any of his lines.
I'm an improv artist. Come on. That's what I do.
But, you know.
Hey, listen, I got to ask you a quick question. You can say no or yes.
Okay.
I have an acoustic guitar backstage.
Okay.
And I thought it might be kind of cool to have you do a number for us.
I'll play a little song.
You want to do that?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Libby, can you grab the guitar for me? And we'll get Hart set up. Just talk amongst yourselves. Let's see, I just need to do a... Can I steal this microphone stand? Is that cool? That way Hart can sit and play. Thank you so much. Here, bud. So I'm going to be doing a couple numbers tonight on the guitar during karaoke, which maybe you will as well. You know?
Uh-huh.
What do you think? All right, so you can throw your microphone in there and get yourself set up however you like, my brother. Cool? Oh, that's... Okay, yeah, that one's fine. Which one do you want to go with, bud? Yeah, that one's good, right? No, we're going to plug the guitar in. Yeah. Yeah, it's an electric acoustic, yeah. And Libby's just getting it now, guys. Sorry, usually I'm more prepared than this. I just wasn't sure how Hart would think about me putting him on the spot.
I'll play a little song.
Yeah, it's fun, right? This is like extra bonus money. I'm going to have to go around and collect $5 from everyone. Thanks, Libby. Okay, and also too, guys, you have a capo on it already, huh? That was funny. So do we have a cord to plug this in? Oh, that's it, the green one? Perfect, okay. One sec, so Hart, you can take that capo off. And I have a pick here for you, bud, if you don't want it or want it. And then I got you, I'm gonna plug you in. So someone who's on the board might want to turn this guitar down until we get it plugged in. There we go.